So many people are looking to move to Houston, Texas, and just in 2022 alone, 124,000 people actually moved here. In today's video, I want to share 5 things that you need to know before you actually move to Houston. What's going on, guys? This is Adrian, your Houston real estate agent. I'm a brand new construction home specialist and luxury apartment locator here in Houston. And welcome to my first YouTube video. In today's video, I want to share with you 5 things that you need to know if you're considering moving to Houston, Texas. Now, I've been a real estate agent here in the city for just a little bit over 2 years. I've been living here for about 15 years, and I created this channel with the goal of be able to share a ton of my personal experience uh, and what it's like to actually live in Houston, Texas, the different neighborhoods. I'm gonna be doing a lot of property tours here on this channel, a lot of community tours as well. And I want to cover all of the different neighborhoods in Houston. So if you're even considering moving to the city, please subscribe to my channel. Please support by liking this video so it ranks higher and a lot of more people can actually find my content on YouTube. Anyways, let's get into it. I want to share 5 things that you need to know before you actually move to Houston, Texas. All right, guys. So the first thing that you need to consider when moving to Houston, Texas is going to be transportation. Um, Unlike most major cities in the US, public transportation in the city of Houston is not really a thing. Most people rely on vehicles. The commutes are going to be pretty long. Houston is a very big city. In fact, it's the fourth largest city in the United States. And everything here, so it's like so spread out. So you're definitely going to need a vehicle to be able to, go from point A to point B. I personally actually live in the inner city, more specifically, actually downtown. So not even in downtown, you're going to have a reliable, I guess, public transportation in a way. Yes, you do actually have a light rail in downtown, but it's very limited to where you can go. And make sure that you do find an apartment or a house that is relatively close to work, so that you don't have to spend um, endless amount of time stuck in traffic, and you can get to from point A to point B in a matter of minutes. So definitely arrange to purchase a vehicle or have a vehicle once you move to the big city of Houston. All right, and the second thing that you need to know before moving to Houston, Texas, and this actually applies to any other city that you move to here in the state of Texas, and it's the fact that while there's no state income tax and you keep more of your hard-earned money, property taxes could be actually pretty high compared to other states. I've seen property taxes ranging from 2% up to like 3.8% in some areas. It really depends on where you move to. Some neighborhoods have higher property taxes than others. I usually tend to see higher property taxes in new subdivisions, new neighborhoods that are actually in the suburbs, such as Cypress, for example. They do tend to have high property taxes over there. So yeah, so if you're considering moving to Houston, Texas, and actually purchasing a property here, definitely look into property taxes as well. Now, of course, I didn't want to focus on all of the negatives about living in Houston, Texas, or just Texas in general. But even though you do have higher property taxes, I have some good news for those of you who are looking to move here and purchase a house as well. So the good news is that affordability here in Houston is actually a lot better when you compare it to a lot of the other major cities in the US. The cost of living here is a lot less, and you can actually find homes within your budget throughout the city, whether you're planning on living in the inner city or you're planning on purchasing a house in the suburbs. Affordable housing is a real thing here in Houston. In fact, the median price of homes here in Houston as of July 2023 is $354,000 for a brand new construction home. All right, so before you pack up your bags and move to Houston, Texas, please consider the climate here in Houston. Houston is known for its hot and humid summer months, especially from I would say from May all the way to October, maybe beginning of November. You're gonna have a lot of humidity. Temperatures can rise above 100 degrees. However, if you enjoy mild winters, Houston might be the right place for you. In wintertime, temperatures rarely drop below freezing, but just be prepared for some hot summer months and stay hydrated. All right, one of the beautiful things about living in Houston, Texas is going to be the diversity. Houston is known for having people of all kinds of backgrounds and cultures. We actually have more than 90 languages here in Houston and restaurants of all kinds. You're gonna find restaurants, Vietnamese restaurants, Mexican restaurants, Tex-Mex, and many other ones. So Houston is an amazing place to live, make connections. All right, and there you have it. Those are 5 things that you need to consider before actually moving to Houston, Texas. From the high property taxes and the lack of transportation, from the climate and the diversity and all the beautiful things that the city has to offer. I think Houston in general, it's an amazing place to live, and it offers something for anyone considering moving to Houston. I'm a real estate agent here in the city of Houston. Again, I do specialize in helping people with purchasing brand new construction homes, as well as relocating to Houston. If you're not ready to purchase a house, I can definitely help you with finding a luxury apartment as well. I do specialize in luxury apartments inside the loop. So if you're definitely considering moving to Houston, Texas, I'd love to work with you. Please subscribe to this channel. This is my very first YouTube video, and I do plan on uploading great content, valuable information, the pros and cons about living in Houston, Texas, the cost of living in Houston, Texas. I'm going to be covering a lot of community tours, property tours. So I've definitely loved to engage with you. I love to get to know you. And if you have any questions about Houston in general, anything real estate related here in Houston, please let me know. I'd love to connect with you. I'm going to leave my phone number down below this video as well as my email address. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. But yes, please subscribe to this channel. This is my very first YouTube video, and I love to engage and actually get to know you. With that being said, those are the 5 things that you need to consider before actually moving to Houston.